Welcome to West Coast Wednesday here on Prospectors Radio with Kathleen Biffle, Rich Cooley, Scott Swiftwater Toney, Indiana Gold Hunter, Dennis Dayton, and your host, Tim Grimes. We hope you enjoy the show, and thanks again for listening.
All right, everybody, welcome back to another West Coast Wednesday right here on Prospector Radio. I'm your host, Tim Grimes, and joining me as always, we got Kathleen Biffle's here, Shad Biffle, Rich Cooley, and Scott Swiftwater Toney. What's going on, everybody?
Good evening, y'all.
Good evening, Shad, and everybody. What's happening, man?
Not much.
Not much?
I guess the newest thing would be the Wandering Buffalo's new video that just came out like 16 hours ago that I just watched today.
I'm suspicious.
That was a pretty good one.
Yeah, I didn't get to watch it yet.
Did you watch it all the way to the end?
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's a pretty good setup. You guys did a good job on putting it together. I like it.
It was fun.
It was. I didn't see that one yet. Not yet. Just...
Well, I will say this, and I got to thinking because somebody asked me offline about it.
Uh-huh.
When we were there, it was really hard to film.
It was.
Because you get so engrossed in, finding gold, because that's why you're there.
Yeah,
that's why
you get the gold
right.
fever.
So you would literally film real quick, and then you forget for hours. It's like, oh, yeah, I was going to do something more.
Yeah, but not only just that, you guys had like crappy weather for that video, too. I mean,
It
I
was
like,
cold.
That was about half the time we were there. It would rain.
Mm-hmm.
And then it would crap, then it would rain, then it would get bright and sunny, and you're teetering maybe 40s degrees, 45.
Did you see the time lapse we did on the clouds? That was all taken in one thing. It wasn't put together.
Oh, cool.
It was time lapse.
Right.
It was the part where the fire, because it shows.
Yeah. If you look in the background, you can see in the sky where it was raining and there was clouds, and then you just see it clear up like right away.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, hear that, Scott? Those are
video
pointers, time-lapse photography.
I know how to take video.
You know how to do time-lapse?
It was
No,
cool.
Time-lapse is cool.
mean how,
Yeah.
like,
You know what? Honestly, here is my favorite part of the video.
What's
and,
that?
it's hysterical. Because
Oh, my gosh, no.
It's right around the time of the time-lapse. So, we build that fire because, the first part of the whole day was just like freezing cold rain falling. And, but it's where I cut over to Kathleen standing there trying to get warm. And she just has this look on her face, and I kind of chuckle at it. It's at the 1 minute and 47 second
I have
mark.
scrunchy face.
You just hear me go like that, and she just stares at me. I know for a sure fact she yelled at me.
I did.
After that. Turn that camera off.
I thought the look was like, what are you doing?
I was trying to get my hands warm, and in my wetsuit, I had my arms straight out. I looked like a seal.
Oh, jeez.
No, actually a penguin.
I'm thinking of seal, the clapping,
Yeah.
stiff arms.
Oh, okay.
Penguins walk all stiff looking.
Yeah.
And waddle. You
Okay.
weren't what's walking.
She looked like a clapping.
She looks stiff.
Oh, jeez. Then they have a
So did the water get real chilly in the evening there?
It was ice cold all day. If you didn't have even if during the mid part of the day, if you didn't have wetsuit gloves on, oh my gosh, your hands felt it. And then don't even think you were going to try to dive without a diving hood.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, it was cold to where it stung. It was like needles picking you. But with the wetsuit, we didn't. Only one day we played around with the water heater, which the one we had wasn't working right, so it didn't really do much.
Right.
But when you were in it with your wetsuit, we had the Farmer John's.
Yeah.
So 5.7 millimeter.
And
plus,
we would keep the water heater on and then just go rinse off with it just to warm up real quick.
Oh.
Especially if you're doing the tender, you get cold.
yeah, you're more cold standing there being a
Than being in the
tender than
water.
you're running it.
I bet.
Mm-hmm.
Dang.
So.
That is cool.
Well, you got the ambient temperature, then you also got the wind blowing if there's a little bit, down that river.
Yeah.
So.
Mm-hmm. Man.
What month were you guys there?
Very beginning of August.
That was
Oh,
August?
wow.
So, it's, yeah.
Wow.
Honestly, though, like when the sun's out, because you got to think you're higher elevation up there too,
right?
And I mean, it felt warmer than it was. And then, of course, because you're just out there in the bush, basically camping, you know, and stuff, you get used to the air temperature,
right? And
it's not as bad of a shock. I mean, yeah, at first your butthole puckers up when you walk in, but
yeah,
it quickly releases.
Yeah,
it does. It takes a good 5 minutes. I mean, because your body puts a little warmth back in the water that's in the suit, but not a lot.
Well, just remember this: the more you walk around and like you just put all your gear on, and then you set up your dredges. By then, you're so daggone hot, you can't wait to dip in that ice.
Yeah, true.
So the sun's out, but if you're dredging in those holes because it's the tundra, sometimes you hit like a cold spot,
right?
And it gets super cold because you're getting into the tundra.
Right.
Yeah, we were thinking like the permafrost or whatever, like water draining out.
They have
the tundra.
natural springs, I guess, that come through like the tundra.
You would feel it immediately when it hit your wetsuit glove.
And it flows right there into the creek or the river.
That's like here when you do a nice big hole along the creek and stuff. You know, you keep the creek out, but you make a hole.
Uh-huh.
You get in about a good 3.5 feet, and your legs will be like you're in a refrigerator. I mean, if you get down and you're doing like long arming, it's really cold. And my gal, she didn't believe me. I'm like, man, my feet's always cold. That's why I take breaks. She's like, oh yeah. So I said, here, spray one day. So she sat there and put her legs over into the hole, and she sat on the edge of the bank. It wasn't 30 minutes. She's like, man, my feet are really cold.
Wow.
I'm like, yeah. I said, imagine having your whole body down in this hole.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's got to be cold.
It's funny. It's funny how that stuff, like like the tundra, they got permafrost and stuff still up there.
Oh,
I mean, I can just imagine getting in a hole in the side of a bank, and all of a sudden you're in an ice box digging rocks out of a hole.
Yeah,
that's what it would be.
So I bet it would be cold,
like a refrigerator. Goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be. That's cold.
No ice needed. Just dig a hole.
Right. That's all you need. Just dig a hole.
Where did you guys store your food? Did you guys put it up in a tree or no?
They have a
permafrost.
A building, half of a building that they cover up the roof when they're there. But they have locked coolers and stuff where they store all the food in, and then they do have the tundra coolers too.
Yeah,
sure.
For like drinks and stuff to store out there.
The beer stayed cold.
But yeah, we didn't have any bears in camp. Now on the outskirts, there were some, but
just some.
Did you guys have to see some, or just see prints?
We there was two types. There's the grizzly, a big grizzly that's been up there, kind of poking around a little bit. We actually first saw his paw prints on the spot where we were dredging the first day and a half. We left and went to a new spot, and like I walked and saw where he walked down and went right back up, and it was like right where somebody had to go to the bathroom.
Right.
So there he had the scent of Kathleen. Now the other group, they saw a black bear chasing a caribou.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
There, yeah, and it got like its whole back hind end because later on they saw that caribou the next day and it was in bad shape, so they put it down and for it, and then of course they saved what meat they could, and we had caribou the next day.
Right. Wow.
Wow.
Weird, ain't it? Did you ever shoot that 10mm Shad or no?
Yeah, I shot it.
You did finally? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Because I know you hadn't shot it when you went.
Arizona.
You got me hung up. Yeah. That's been shot.
Okay.
Well, I've got a couple more fire Glocks that I built, and I was getting confused.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it was that one you got to take to Alaska with you. That's why I was asking.
It's a good little piece cannon.
Because I remember you hadn't.
Yeah. Did you guys?
What, Scott? Go ahead.
I was going to say, Shad, did you guys have to mail your firearms up before you got there? Is that right?
No, you're able to fly with them. You just have to declare them. There's All right, here travel tip by Shad and Kathleen, okay?
Okay.
Say you're going to a place and, you want to bring your firearm because you're going out in the bush, out in the desert, and you know what? It is a good idea to always have a firearm with you, as long as you're not a felon. So the proper rules, and I found this out the hard way years ago, our first time with traveling with one, is, all right, you need to have either the original case that the firearm came in or a case equivalent to the size or a little bit bigger, not some gigantic case, because trust me, you'll lose space. But you want to have just the firearm unloaded, obviously, no rounds in the magazine or in that box. So it's just the firearm by itself. Right. And I don't even put my magazines when I'm taking a semi-automatic in there with it. I lock the slide back, so it's easy if they want to open it up, whatever, or take pictures, whatever they do. Now, you have to have a lock that only you have a key or combination to that box with the firearm in it. Okay? Now, you need a separate container to house your ammunition should you want to travel, which I put our magazines in there, empty magazines, obviously. And the ammo has to be in either, one of those plastic cases designed to hold ammo or in the manufacturer's box. You do not want to travel home with a half box filled of shells. So do the logical thing, either shoot them all or cut the box in half, seal it up with tape and make it look like, that way nobody, it's evident if somebody messes with it. Now, say you don't have to have a key on that box, but I still put a simple combination lock on that box anyway.
Right.
So they have to be and then you have to have it in your checked suitcase, right? So now that suitcase needs to also have a lock on it. A lock that TSA can open, fine. But the other locks you have, only you have the combination. So not one of those generic TSA locks. They won't let you do that, right? You got to have a real lock. So when you go to the check-in, obviously you can't, do curbside check-in. You need to go to the counter, stand in the stupid line, say, hey, I have a firearm to check in, right? You have to tell them. And what they'll do is they will have you open up your bag quietly right there, and they'll look and see, okay, where's it at? All right, it's in this case. You got the lock yet? They'll check to make sure the locks, firearm, and ammo are separate. You don't open anything up out there, just the suitcase itself.
Right.
Then you close it up, off it goes. Now, here's where it's funny. So, like some airports, Columbus, Las Vegas, Alaska, a few different places, they'll be like, hey, just go stand over there. If nobody comes for you in 10 minutes, you're good.
Okay.
Right? Now, Phoenix is one of the few where they will escort you with your bag down into their little inner workings in this center room in the belly of the airport with no windows, with the TSA agents there open and stuff, and
going through your stuff.
You got to tell them, like, man, can you repack that for me? They'll have you open it up, they'll check it, they'll take their little bomb residue stuff and make sure nothing crazy or nefarious is going on. And then they'll clear you, and you put your suitcase back together, and off it goes, right? Jeez. And then when you pick up your suitcase, some places like Alaska just put it on the daggone carousel and just let it come to you, that way, like normal. Other ones, you have to go to the airline place and be like, hey, here's my suitcase. But the advantage, your suitcase is always the first one off.
Oh.
Always.
They've always got it on.
It's like it's above priority. Yeah, you can pay for first class, but you have a gun in your bag, that thing will be off right away for you. That's the only nice thing.
Wow, good tips.
Yeah.
But
yeah, you don't want to mess around. They're very strict. Don't
ever travel to New York, because you won't leave New York with a firearm.
Yeah,
take them?
Check the states you're going in. Obviously, that's a good point, Rich. Make sure that their states aren't stupid, like New York.
Right.
And, follow all local gun laws in states.
Don't let you fly into New York.
Yep.
But when you go to leave New York and claim your firearm, you're going to jail. Not pass go, cannot collect $200.
In that instance, just put it in FedEx or U.S. Postal Service, next overnight. And
that's crazy. And
hope it makes it.
Jeez, that's
and they won't tell you that either.
No, that's crazy.
It's like a trap.
It is. It's like
yeah.
It's wrong. It's what it is.
But I will tell you one time, anytime I'm flying, I make sure both when we leave home to go somewhere that I check every bag we're taking, empty it out, all the little nooks and crannies so there's no bullets or casings.
Right.
Make sure you do that too when you're coming home, especially if you're like out in Alaska, Arizona, where you might have played around and shot some rounds off and did, whatever.
Right.
Make sure it's no spent shell casings are also in your carry-on. That's bad.
Jeez. That's crazy. I think it might be easier just to buy one when you get down there.
But yeah, I mean, honestly, it's not that big of a deal. It's not, I'm never nervous. I feel better traveling with it than put it in the hands of some mail carrier and hope to get somewhere. I mean, you got to think too, unless you know somebody that's there, okay. If you got time, I guess, you could do a transfer to a firearm place, but guess what? Who knows? They may make you jump through hoops, pay a fee, so why you want to pay postage for that and fee when you can just put it in your suitcase?
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Jeez.
Things to do.
Yeah, we don't got time to play around.
Every minute's always planned.
To the T. But yeah, you want to make sure you give yourself... they say, over an hour of extra time, for domestic. Well, you may want to make it to almost 2 hours if you're traveling just in case. But sure. I haven't had any issues minus than just different air or cities are kind of treated differently.
Right.
Some are more lackadaisical and other ones, it's funny.
That would be nuts. Yeah, I've never done it, so...
But honestly, I've never had a bet. We've never had grumpy people about it, TSA mean about it. Like actually the ones that do that stuff are actually the nicest TSA agents.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, they're happy. Well, what do you think? You're stuck in the bottom of the airport in a room without windows or anything by yourself. Yeah, you're talking crazy to yourself by then, and then you get somebody coming down, and you're all excited, like you got a new friend for the next 5 minutes.
You got a good point. Yeah, they're kind of just happy to have human contact, right?
You're like the doctor on that the 4th of July when the aliens come down. Oh, but everything's starting to happen now. Somebody showed up to talk to me. Yay!
Man, well, that's good advice though, right there. Yeah.
Yeah,
if
no
you're
doubt.
Planning on flying anywhere like that, taking your handgun. So.
Well, that kind of information actually helps people because, like Rich said, they don't tell you.
No.
Oh yeah.
No. No.
Rich is so right. You need to check local state laws of where.
I know people that even called the TSA about it and talked to them, and they're like, "Yeah, no problem. That's fine." Yep.
Till you get ready to leave, huh?
Till you get ready to leave, and you declare it, then
that ain't right. Especially if you're not a citizen of that state. That ain't right,
Oh yeah, people lose their firearms driving, getting pulled over, and they're transporting them exactly to the T how you're supposed to.
Yeah,
that's I think what's funny though, if you put the gun under the belly of the plane, which usually that's where it goes, like any rifles or anything like that. Well, that luggage gets transferred to your next flight. You should never even have it in your hand. So even if you get back on a plane with it, it shouldn't matter. It's never touched your hand.
All right.
So I don't know about that.
I don't know.
That's a crazy law, I think.
Yeah. So.
I mean, if you go to New York and you pack your gun in your pocket and then walk through the streets in New York, okay, yeah, you're going down. But I mean, if you got to fly to New York because you're doing some big hunting expedition over in the UK or something like that.
No, they don't mess with you there. It's when Rich was talking about you go to New York, you have a gun, maybe you're playing around with people, then you got to go home and you got to check in back in New York. That's
yeah, that's going to mess you up.
You can fly in with it, no problem. You can fly out.
Yeah. Yeah, you won't have any issues with connecting flights. It's more of I hope my bags make it.
Right.
Okay,
I've never done that.
Where you can check where your bag is.
I lost my bag so many times, unbelievable.
Did you, Rich?
But like I said, when they
always put it on the wrong plane, going the other direction.
That's wrong.
You have that app on your phone where you can track your bag.
When I went to boot camp in the Marine Corps, they lost my freaking luggage.
What luggage were you taking to boot camp?
No, I mean, when I was going to AIT.
You went into the Army first thinking it was going to be a vacation.
When I was going overseas to Okinawa, Japan, and I flew into LAX, they were looking.
Right, they lost it.
You know what?
Did you ever get it, Rich?
You know what?
5 days, no clues. I had to go out in town and buy clues.
Oh, God.
You know what they told him when he got his bag anyway, don't you? You don't need this.
You don't need this, right?
You don't need this. You don't need this. Here's your toothbrush. That's all you need. There you go.
Right. Jeez. Crazy. Well, those are some good travel tips, though. You know? It's always good to know that stuff. But it changes constantly, don't it, Shad?
What's that?
All that travel stuff. Do you check every time you go to make sure nothing has changed with the rules?
I would if another party takes office and pass laws. I probably would double check then.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I do though check. Obviously, I know where I'm going, so I know usually where I'm going has very friendly or normal Second Amendment type of rules and regulations, so it's not an issue. Now, if I would go a few years without flying, oh yeah, you bet your butt I'm checking. And you can go to the TSA. I will say this though, the TSA will give you some guidelines, right? But then in like where they say you don't need to lock your luggage. However, every airline I've ever been says you need to lock luggage. And one time we had to go buy luggage locks at the store at the airport and pay like $30 for 2 locks that should have cost us $5.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So that sucked.
Yeah.
Airport prices.
The snow chains.
When we went on our cruise, you wasn't allowed to lock your luggage.
I thought you're not allowed to lock your luggage.
Yeah, the TSA says not to, but the airline with the firearm in the bag, they say lock your luggage.
So with the firearm, they want you to lock it, but yet
the airlines do.
The airlines does, but TSA don't. But that's where it would get crazy.
Honestly, you got to follow at a minimum TSA rules. Right. But then check whatever airline you're flying and see if there's anything more you need to do, which what I kind of outlined with the different cases and locks, that has been from Delta, Southwest, Frontier, American Airlines, United, those airlines I've flown on with firearms. And that's exactly what they want to see and happen.
Good. Okay. Cool.
So
nice. No, that's good.
Now we know.
Yeah.
Now you know.
Now we know.
G.I. Joe.
Not planning on flying.
G.I. Joe.
Pretty good to know. I like knowing stuff like that. Now I'd like to know what the gold prices are. I heard they went up crazy.
Can you tell me 16?
You can definitely say something really positive happened in gold prices. They are up $8 at 1,609. Silver is up 20 cents at $18.38.
Nice.
Huge movement. Now platinum, that is up $11 at 1,007. So that one really shot up. A lot more than I thought it would.
Right.
All right, so now let's move on to palladium. That's up $131 at $2,720.
Okay.
Now, can you imagine gold moving up that much?
Right. I know, right?
Isn't that weird how palladium just skyrocketed yet again?
Yep.
So what do you think
about
rhodium?
Rhodium.
What is your guess? What did it do?
All right. I'm saying it went up again, as always.
How much?
I'm going to think it went up about 500.
Well, you would win a prize if I was making it a contest. It did go up $500 at $12,300.
Dang.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Nice. It's averaging like 1,000 a week. Is what it seems like, you know?
I will tell you this, looking at the past historical chain, when it peaks up and then it'll drop down, it'll just nosedive fast.
Let's watch it nosedive. I mean, like crash and burn.
Watch it keep going up, and it's like, man, we should have so bought some of that when it was just $100.
Right, then we'll get some. Yeah, that's when we'll get
It's absolutely insane what it's doing. I mean, it flatlined for months, and then it just...
Yeah, it's every week. At least $500. It seems like it climbs every week when you do the prices. It's like, wow.
Hey, Shad, is it showing your palladium went up 12 today?
Palladium went up $131 to $2,720.
Yeah, so 46%. That's a jump.
It's a huge jump.
And gold 1609 you got, right?
Mm-hmm. 1609, yeah.
Okay, and just for everybody's information, Australia and China's not trading that hard because it's staying between 1609.50 and 1609.82.
Okay.
Bouncing up and down.
All right there. Thank you. What about some birthday, Shad?
All right. Well, we'll have, it is what, February 19th? Look at that. We have Ainsworth Hunt, Bob Gubbins, Deidre Evans, Duran Crawford, George Mazaikai, Jeff Jones, Jim, Mark Waltz, Michael McMahon, Ron Harrison, a.k.a. Wyatt Earp, Judy J. Loveless, Valerie Ballard, and then tomorrow, as you were, one moment, have Anton Bledsaw, Chris Wakefield, Corey Giles, Dean P. Fogg, Douglas R. Clem, Frank D., and Harry Krug, and probably a few others, too.
All right. Happy day.
So I am going to just highlight just because, previously he was a longtime co-host on Gold Prospector Space, Prospectors Radio. Ron Wyatt Earp Harrison. Let's check out a little bit about him. Now,
all right.
He obviously hasn't updated his profile, even though he pops on from time to time.
Right.
He's still saying he's from Reno, Nevada, but we know that's a lie.
Not a lie. It's just not updated.
He's in Alabama.
Right. He's an Alabama boy.
He's misdirecting people.
Yes, I'm with you.
Now, of course, he loves gold prospecting, metal detecting, gold detecting, dredging, and high banking. Mm-hmm. At the time, he belonged to the East Bay Prospectors, GPAA, AMRA, and the Western Colorado chapter of the GPAA. Now, I find this interesting. He found the site through YouTube on Ed Marvin's videos.
Oh, okay. That is interesting.
Huh. That I'm surprised by that. I was like, wow.
Yeah, I did not know that.
Now, needless to say, he took a time and put a lot of information into this next section about what equipment do you use. Right? Honestly, a lot of people just say dredge, gold pan, high banker, done.
Right.
Well, he uses a Keen 4-inch dredge with Talon and River Hog matting and using a 263 compressor.
He wrote a big paragraph.
4-stack Gold Cube Deluxe with sluices, a Keen 30-inch Mini, an A52, California Stream Drop Riffle, a Bazooka Prospector Gold Trap, a Job High Banker Dredge 2.5-inch, a California Bucket Concentrator, a Nugget Bucker, various pans from 12 and 5 sizes of classifiers. I guess you're saying 12 pans, 5 classifiers, crack and crevicing tools, golden sand hand dredge, a super sucker, 2 metal detectors from Bounty Discovery 3300, Fisher Gold Bug 2, a bottom digger, a Falcon ND20, Coleman Travel Grill, a Grizzly 660 quad with winch and trailer, an Easy Up canopy, an 8,750 watt generator, a 900 watt generator, a 300 watt generator, finishing tubs, lots of buckets, and the bucket brawl. Of course, my nest, 26-foot toy hauler mine trailer.
And a partridge in a pear tree.
I heard that.
So he's got equipment will travel.
Dang. That was detail right there, right?
Yeah, that I gotta say that is probably the most detailed profile ever.
I bet
as far as what they take.
I'm gonna bet it is, yeah.
Now, he joined the site back in 2014. So 6 years ago.
I had it 6 years ago? Wow, time's flying by.
Look at that.
2014, it's 2020.
He's a giant of a man who chronicled his journey of moving from Reno to Alabama that took a couple years. He's neighbors of our good friends Lou.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Down there, so. But happy birthday, Ron.
Happy birthday,
Ron.
Yes.
Yeah, buddy.
Happy birthday. It's my daughter's birthday.
Harrison.
It's my daughter's birthday, too, today. So.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to Tim's daughter.
Yeah, happy birthday, D. So, pretty cool. It's a lot of birthdays. Lots and lots and lots. Wow. Dang, detail on the equipment. I don't even think I put anything like that on mine. I think I just put shovel, pie banker, blah, 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 blah. Detail.
Yeah, I was going to say, mine's probably the worst out of everybody's. I got to admit, it's probably the worst out of everybody's.
I ain't looked at yours. Let's look at Swiftwater's page for a minute.
It's probably pretty
I gotta
big.
say, mine is really generic too.
Yours is generic too?
But we found the site through you, Tim Grimes.
Right.
But, because you mentioned it, Kathleen, though, referred because she signed before I ever did.
Uh-huh.
And that's how she became a co-host. She would call in all the time.
That's right.
And then see how he just takes over? I haven't had 2 words in tonight.
But you look at Scott's page.
A glass of my Eagle Rare bourbon tonight, so be grateful.
I'm looking at Swiftwater's page now. Yeah, his is pretty lame. What type of prospecting do you do? All of it. Do you belong to any clubs? AMRA,
Mine's pretty
GPA?
colors.
What's that, Kathleen?
I got pretty colors on mine.
Well, Scott definitely changed the background on his. His is blue.
Yeah, except Scott doesn't know how he did it.
Right.
Kathleen was playing it.
Right. What kind of equipment do you use? All. Yeah. Scott's got quite a few friends, it looks like, here on the site. Manny is actually one of Scott's friends. He has 83 friends, actually, to be exact. Scott, it should be higher than that, dude. You should have more friends than that.
Actually, I think Scott has more friends than I do.
Really?
Yeah.
And Scott, that profile pic, when is that from? 1980?
Man, my profile is pixel
That looks
too.
like an old
Those
pic.
mine.
Oh,
I got to go see you guys.
Not that color anymore.
Yeah, I got to go see you guys this page now.
That
Damn.
picture was from 2 years ago, dude.
That's 2 years ago?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's how I look. That,
Yeah, Shad got a good background. His has got looks like gold and stuff. It's cool. That's a good one.
it is
All right.
cool.
Nice. See, no, that's cool. Good job. Now, Shad's got a little more detail on his than Scott
Not as
had.
much.
No, not as much, but, I mean, it's good,
that's
though.
funny.
It is.
Shad.
It's good. Well, I want to go to
How
yours,
many
too,
friends does
Kathleen.
Shad have?
How many?
70.
70?
There's 15 people that just don't want to accept me and have ignored me.
Don't you hate that?
He's got it.
Yeah, my own
See,
wife
I don't
become my friend.
I don't think I've ever friended anybody. I've had them friend me, and then I accept them because I go through.
You're just a big shot, Scott. My bad.
No, I'm just saying I never did that because I go through, and once I start like watching videos or reading articles, I'll go into the next one, and then I forget where I was at the first time, so I never can go back. And yeah, it's funny.
All right. Now, Kathleen's page is cool. She changed her background. She got a pretty blue. And it's pretty. Let's see Kathleen's friends. She's got, 64 friends. Kathleen, I would figure a higher number than that. I really would.
More friends.
You got this big fan club here. It's like, come on, why don't they send you friend requests? Are they crazy?
Well, you got 2,554.
Who made?
Oh, look at that, big time.
No doubt, right?
Well, that's because everybody that joins, I add them as a friend. Every person. So that's not good if you look at the numbers. If you got like almost 8,000, I've sent every one of them a friend request and only got 2,000. I feel like Shad. They just leave you hanging there. It's like, that's not right. Don't do that.
I got 90 something, I think.
Oh, cool. Nice, Rich. Rich, did you put a lot of detail on yours? I'm looking for your page. No, you didn't either.
I'm rich.
Oh, mercy. Yeah, everybody listening, you can change your page and change the color, do things to it. So have fun with that.
I need to update the picture.
Yeah, click around.
I have 99, and then I have requests sent 9. So I guess 9 I didn't hear back from, but
Oh, that's not
I got
bad.
99 right now.
Well, now we need to look at Dennis's. He's not here to defend himself.
Yeah, go look at Dennis's.
Well,
I'm looking.
I don't know
at
how old
Rich's.
that picture is, but it's him mushroom hunting, it looks like. Now, he's very generic, too, and he's, panning, sluicing, dredging, Central Indiana GPA, a friend, refer to.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, he doesn't customize his back page.
How many friends does he have?
Oh, hang on. You got to click on that, don't you?
Yeah, just click on their friends.
He's got 89.
Oh, I got him beat.
You got him beat, Rich.
Look at that.
Nice. See?
If I can remember right, I think the reason why mine is so vague is because I was trying to hurry up and sign up because I was in a like contest with you guys for a T-shirt, I believe.
Okay.
Way back in the day.
Maybe.
It was when I won. Well, I still got it. It's the long. Yeah, it's the long sleeve one.
That would have been a long time ago. Yeah. Back in the
Yeah,
day.
it's a long time ago.
Black gold. So now I'm going to have 100.
You know what, Scott? I'm catching up to you. I just had 2 friend requests.
Nice, see?
Yeah.
Send them friend requests. That's right. That's what it's there for. Send them. Like I said, everybody that joins, I welcome them. Send them a friend request instantly.
It's funny because probably most of the people on here are already friends on my Facebook, so
They could be. That's possible. You never know.
I mean, if you got a wild name, you got 163 friends. Okay, it's pretty much confirmed. But if your name's Lola Johnson or something, and you got 1 mutual friend or 50 mutual guy friends, look at the profile because it's probably ain't the person you want to be friending. You got to watch out for those weirdos on Facebook, folks. They're out there. They are out there.
Well, I want to see something. How many? Oh, Manny's not on tonight, is he? I was just wondering how many friends.
Nope.
Oh, wait a minute. I go to Scott's page, though. And see, I want to see how many friends Manny's got. He's probably got as many as you do, Scott. I bet he does. Manny. Oh, Manny's moving up. Oh, he's only got 6. Let's everybody start sending Manny some friend requests. Come on, Manny needs more friends. Oh, he's got some.
It's a little hard for him to type because I'm going to use.
He's got some good friends. He's got Dwight, Randy.
He's on Wi-Fi, so
Kathleen, you got to send Manny a friend request. You and Shad do. You guys aren't on there. Thomas is there. Darth, Randy Lewis, Dwight, me, even Scott. But come on, you guys. Rich, send Manny a friend request. Let's make this.
What do you mean? How am I there?
You obviously accepted his friend request. He probably requested you as a friend, and you accepted
that shows you Scott just accepts anybody.
How do you even do it?
Just go to their page.
Hit accept.
And then click on the left side, just add friend. And click it. And it'll send it to him.
I can't find him.
You can't find him? I went to Scott's
You just type in MANI and enter. In the search.
MANI?
MANI, yeah.
Okay, I had
No results.
You gotta go to click on all members at the top. Oh wait, no, request sent.
No, that's an old one that nobody responded. I got no friends.
Nobody wants to be Kathleen's friend.
Kathleen, here, let's put Manny's
profile in.
Wait, I'm gonna put it in the chat room. Oh wait,
Beat ya.
somebody else already did. Good work, Shad.
MAN.
Now everybody just click that, and where it says add friend underneath Manny Coolwater Quinn, just send him a friend
click
request.
on his name.
Oh, you gotta actually go to.
Yeah.
You gotta go to his page, Kathleen. Yep.
On the left side.
I don't know how to do this.
Look at this. It's a tutorial for us.
I know, right?
You guys are something else.
And then click add as friend, and let's get all of us on Manny's page. Manny needs lots more friends. I heard that Manny might make a appearance in Columbus. You know.
No.
Oh yeah, I kind of heard that. I'm not positive. It could happen.
I'm really hoping
gonna
to
probably
hang out
say
with them
no.
in Arizona.
That what, Shad?
I'm really hoping to hang out with him in Arizona.
I hope he's got time for you to hang out with you. I'm sure he seems like he's a busy guy. I mean, we never see him, so he must be really, really busy. So hopefully he's got some time.
Hey, Scott, would Manny hold up a target for us to go shooting?
Actually, yeah, he would.
There we go.
He'd hold up 2 of them.
He'd be the target.
You killed Manny.
Who killed Manny? You can do like
Trust me, he's resilient.
He bounces right back.
Yeah, he's definitely. All right, I think.
Yeah, we wouldn't shoot him up. Folks.
No, you can't do that, right? What's that, Kathleen?
We definitely have to do some type of video while we're there.
You will.
Where Manny is the star of the show.
I know you guys will.
Oh, you'll get plenty of chances.
Oh, he's going to come to the gold show. He has to.
Are you carrying
him?
I'm not.
No, because I'm not either.
All you need.
We're throwing him in the truck, and he's coming.
All you need.
You know what? When you're up there talking, he's going to come watch you.
Right.
All you need's from the torso up, Shad. Right.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah.
That's all. Yeah, that's all you can get.
That's all you need.
I don't know if I want to be seen with Shad walking around with a torso.
Oh no, he's got his
legs
and everything.
He's for the.
You can put his torso in the passenger seat, and it looks like somebody sitting there. It's that big.
Right, nice, perfect. He's apt to show up there, but I heard.
He ain't riding in the truck. He's just riding in the bed. He wants to have fun, live wild.
Yeah, right. He wants to be like.
Right.
Like kids riding the back of the truck. Heck yeah. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing at all. But
no seatbelt.
I did hear a rumor, though, that he may make an appearance in Columbus. I'll let you guys know. You know.
I don't know how.
I don't know. I don't know either. That's what I heard, though.
Maybe we need to all chip in and buy him a first-class ticket.
Yeah, right.
And then, Scott, you fly coach.
Yeah.
All right.
I think the airlines should just give Manny a first-class seat. You know?
That would be hysterical.
You could just pack him in your suitcase, and when they look at it, he gets a body or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, when they look at me, just shrug my shoulders.
Put him in your carry-on and throw him in the
X-ray.
I can just imagine me trying to put him in the overhead bag and his hands falls off. Hey, can you give me that hand back, please?
Yeah.
Right. No.
And then what you need to do, though, when you put him through the X-ray machine, get some metallic tape and tape "Help Me" on his chest, so when they see him go through, it says "Help Me."
Put duct tape on his mouth.
See,
we should have sent Manny to Shad's house.
Oh, it would have been on already. So, no reason for it not to be with you either, Scott. We did this one for you. We all did this for you. So.
Oh yeah, I'm sure you did.
We did.
Like it, I can totally remember begging for a freaking mannequin.
I want you to watch when Shad and Kathleen's down there. Just watch how it's done. Just sit back and just watch. Watch the interaction, and you will see just how easy it is. I mean, good God.
Hey, it'll be fun when I get back on top of things, guys. There's just been a lot of things weighing on me this year. A lot of things weighing on my mind.
Well, this would help. Well, that's why you
come back.
That's why you have Manny to help with those moments. Help with those moments like that of despair and anguish. And
we can bring our unicorn.
See,
you want our blow-up unicorn to play with?
That thing's a lot of fun.
Maybe you need the unicorn too, Shad. I don't know. Right? You never know.
I can see it right now. Shad and Kathleen got pulled over for having a unicorn in the car.
It'd be a good video.
No, yeah.
Guarantee that. Just gotta make it happen. It's gotta make it happen.
Drinking our prickly pear McUltra beer.
There you go.
There you go. Yeah.
Yes. All right. Let's.
Now we'll have a good time when you get out here. But
yeah. What, Scott?
I said we'll have a good time when they get out here.
Oh yeah, sure you will. Sure.
They're going to be so far away.
They're going to be here.
I know, we're not going to be able to get away from you, are we?
Probably not.
Hey, you're on the other side of the campground.
Oh, good.
Oh, well, maybe you can get away then.
Yeah.
Maybe. Mm-hmm.
Shh. Quiet, Kathleen. He won't know we're here.
To sneak out.
Oh, shoot.
That's what I think. Cool. Kathleen, did you have any news tonight or anything? I didn't.
I do.
I didn't ask you beforehand. All right. Well, if you want to take a quick commercial break and come back to some news.
That sounds good.
Sounds good? All right. Well, we will be right back, everybody.
Do you like to mine for gold? Enjoy prospecting a nice crack in the bedrock? Enjoy getting outdoors to camp, fish, hunt, and hike on your public lands? You plan your trip, load the gear, grab the dog, put the family in the truck, and drive off to a locked gate. A sign says you cannot enter or access your own public lands. Mining claims and public land owned by we the people are being designated as off limits by our own government every single day. Are you concerned about the direction our government is going? Are you tired of seeing no access, no entry signs on your lands? We are, and we are fighting back. We are AMRA, America Mining Rights Association, the fastest growing small mining advocacy association in America. AMRA is a 501c3 not-for-profit formed by miners, hunters, off-roaders, retired military men and women to stop the insanity. AMRA was formed to educate, unite, and help the small miners and public land users on their rights given to us by God. Do you want access to great mining claims? For a small tax-deductible donation to their Miners Legal Fund, your family gains access to proven excellent mining claims across America for an entire year. AMRA challenges the USFS, BLM, EPA, and the other agencies intent upon stopping you from enjoying your own lands. You are who pays these people's wages. It is time they listen to us. We need to unite. And that is what AMRA is doing. As you sit here right now, thousands of acres of public lands are being closed, locked, and blocked from use by you. Are you fed up yet? Join us. Get in on this fight and let's restore America to what our families fought and died for. Freedom. Just visit AmericanMiningRights.com. AmericanMiningRights.com. Also, check us out on Facebook at American Mining Rights Association. AmericanMiningRights.com. If you're interested in gold prospecting or treasure hunting as a career, hobby, passion, or just something you're interested in getting into, you have to visit GoldProspectorspace.com. At GoldProspectorspace.com, you'll find forums, chats, videos, blogs, sections on dry washing, metal detecting, high banking, and so much more. At GoldProspectorspace.com. There's a store, classifieds, and at GoldProspectorspace.com every Sunday night at 7:30 Eastern Time. Tune in to Prospectors Radio, the talk show for gold prospectors and treasure hunters. GoldProspectorspace.com is a social network with thousands of members, and everything you need is at GoldProspectorspace.com. Sign up today and get connected to others who share your love of gold and gold prospecting. Let the treasure hunt begin at GoldProspectorspace.com. GoldProspectorspace.com.
It is time for Dredging Up the News with Kathleen Biffle. Mining news from around the globe, metal detecting, dredging, entertainment news, and fun facts as well. Here's Kathleen.
February 19th, everybody. I'm going to start off with some entertainment news.
Ooh.
So, a Gold Rush Parker's Trail is set to premiere next month, and this time it's going to be in Australia. So,
imagine that.
Yeah. So, as another Klondike winner shuts down in the Yukon, 25-year-old Parker Schnabel is determined to expand his operation and dig year-round. So, he's got some solid leads, and Parker and his friends will make the journey to Australia. And we all know, like, how big the gold is there.
Right.
So,
yeah.
So, if Parker can find gold and stake a claim in Australia, he's hoping to revolutionize his business.
Jeez.
I wonder because they didn't show her anymore, but I wonder if he's still seeing that gal.
Oh, no, she dumped his ass.
She dumped him.
Did you hear why?
But get this. There will be another Australian female on the trip.
Oh, he likes
Her name is Tyler Mahoney. I guess she's a 4th generation Australian gold miner. Oh. So she's going to help him navigate through the gold fields, read the ground stuff, blah, blah, blah. Uh-huh. He's going to be joined with his cameraman and close friend, Fred Lewis. Sorry. He'll be joined with Danny Etheridge, cameraman, and also a close friend to him. And Fred Lewis, a former U.S. military medic. And communication specialist.
That's the same one who went down to
I think it's the same guy that went with last time. Yeah, I think so.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yep, I think so.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep, I believe.
Well, you can, I guess, get into the action if you follow him on Twitter, I guess. Hashtag Parker's Trail.
Hashtag. I like hashtag better.
Hashtag.
Hashtag.
I did not mean to say that.
But
anyway, I mean, that's kind of cool.
It is.
They'll probably hook up with this
I'm
chick.
sure it's made for TV nonsense.
So Parker's 25 and this girl is 24.
Okay.
And they're like gold mining,
Yeah.
from like 4 generations of gold
Well, here's
mining.
the thing. It's happening right now, right? Or did it already happen last year? When's it coming on?
It's coming on soon, so it's already happened.
So it happened last year.
Okay. So
I know, but you know what's really funny about this, guys? I mean, you can't. I mean, I really can't even, in my own rights, even say anything about, because we all seen him when he was 19 starting out when he come on TV, and look where that guy is now. That is a phenomenal jump through, what he's done and stuff like that. So, yeah, I give him kudos, man. I give him big kudos for sure. And now he's 25 and thinking about going to Australia and mining during the summer.
Well, in Australia, I don't think you're finding the real big stuff without a big metal detector, right?
I don't know what his plan
Well, I mean,
is.
if you dig it, you'll find it.
And they're prospecting. He's not like mining. He's looking for new ground, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'd be curious on the developments of it.
Yeah, I might have to watch it and see.
Because I thought there's a lot of rules and red tape, obviously, for foreign nationals and foreign companies to go mining somewhere.
Right.
So
I believe you're right.
That's why I think this is all just TV BS.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I don't know if it's possible for him to get, like you said, a gold claim down there. And
if that girl's a 4th generation gold miner, shoot, really? Like she's going to take some Yankee from Alaska?
Probably dating.
Bull crap.
They're dating. I already see it.
Well, that girl kind of looks like the same girl that was on the show that I've seen on Facebook with her and her father. And they're out on this property that they skimmed the top of it with dozers, and then they run their metal detectors over and find gold.
I wonder.
And I don't know if it's a new show out or what it is, but
or maybe it's
sounds like she's got a plan.
Australian gold shows.
Yeah.
You're such a naysayer. You are such a naysayer.
Interesting. No, we'll definitely watch that and see what this is about.
I would watch it if I had cable. But
I have to watch it at least once.
We're gonna find out the drama.
Yeah.
You guys will let me know, I'm sure.
Oh, definitely. It.
Well, we know Swifty loves watching the drama and giving us updates. So.
Oh God.
Well, you know what? I'll tell you what, Kathleen. You can actually YouTube right now for some reason, before episodes of Gold Rush and all that, Whitewater and everything. You'd never see them on YouTube unless they did something weird to them. And here for this year, you can actually go on maybe an hour, 2 hours after they play, and there'll be a YouTube video of the actual show.
Sure.
I don't know.
It's taken down for copyright.
Maybe or something like that, or maybe just this, maybe the channel itself figured out, hey, we can make money by having views too on YouTube.
Are you telling me how to watch bootleg?
I think he's telling you
of Gold Rush.
Maybe.
No, it's not. It ain't bootleg. That's what I'm saying. It's not bootleg. It actually goes all the way through.
Without a subscription service.
All right, just going though. In global news, a ghost ship in Ireland was found.
Ooh.
Evidently, the explosive winter storm that roared across the North Atlantic over the weekend, which had high winds and heavy rains, it was fierce enough to wash up a cargo ship that's been drifting at sea since 2018. And it drifted onto the Ireland coast.
Oh, cool.
The storm was named Dennis.
Of course.
But I thought it roared.
Well, it was very moist because it brought a month's worth of rain in just 48 hours.
Dang. Yeah.
So they called it the bomb cyclone. And yeah. So anyway, the Irish.
I love that. I love how you said that, the ghost ship that was found. I was like, that wasn't a very good ship. That was it.
They found it. So anyway, the Irish Coast Guard said that they responded, this was on Sunday, they responded to calls that there was a cargo ship that's been drifting at sea. The crew was actually rescued in 2018.
Uh-huh.
But the ship was just floating out there, so that's kind of crazy.
Just bobbing around out there.
And guess where it became disabled when they had to rescue them? Guess where?
I don't know. Where?
Bermuda.
Ooh.
Oh, it's that triangle stuff.
Oh.
Now,
Go
that
figure.
ship floated all across the Atlantic Ocean to Ireland.
Wow, that's cool. Ghost ships are cool. Because
It is kinda cool.
Did it
It's
still
kinda
have all the
spooky.
cargo still on it? Probably. So
Yep.
that's pretty cool.
Cargo ship.
Yeah, it's
Well,
pretty
you
cool.
know there was some valuable stuff because they told the locals to stay away.
Sure, yeah, bet they did. Yeah. Hey,
You know how big that thing is? A cargo ship?
that'd be
That's
cool,
like
though.
stupid massive.
Right.
That was me smacking Shad.
Loaded with
Because he
cargo.
likes to steal my thunder.
I thought you already said.
That'd be cool.
Anyway,
Yeah, that'd be neat, though.
I think so.
I always thought that's cool. Ghost ships. They are cool.
I mean, the crew was stranded for like 20 days because they weren't able to make repairs to the ship,
right.
and it was coming from Greece to Haiti, and that's where it broke down. So,
See, that's cool. And so they rescue them, and instead of hooking tugboats up to this thing and towing it in, they just go, just leave it and let it.
I guess
Let
I guess it was just too far out for the
Maybe,
tugboats.
yeah.
I don't know. Or maybe it was too heavy.
Maybe.
Aren't those things like massive?
Oh, God, yeah, they're huge. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't
Yeah,
know.
they're big.
That's crazy.
I think it was a government cover-up.
Maybe. And do those people that had cargo on there collect insurance, I wonder, when something like
It's
that
probably
happens?
goods.
You know,
Well,
right.
watch them find a bunch of explosive charges in the hull of the ship, and it didn't go off.
Gold. Lots of gold. You never know. I'm surprised they just don't sink them when that happens. You know?
Yeah.
That would make
Yeah,
more
I know.
sense.
That's crazy.
It's interesting, though. Pretty cool, Kathleen. I
Yeah.
like that.
The next story I have before turning it over to Shad again for local events of interest.
Why, thank you.
Myanmar. This,
Burma.
or what we used to call Burma.
You and who?
Myanmar. It's the world. They are the world's largest producer of jade, gold mining, and illegal gold mining in particular. It's been growing in the recent years, as we know, in a lot of these third world countries. But what it's doing is it's starting to drive people away because of gold being so valuable. It's driving people away from farming.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Yeah, so they're doing a study at the National University in Singapore to try to, encourage them to have their agriculture-based livelihood, because it's not just the whole food chain might be affected if they don't have farmers anymore,
Right.
Because everybody wants to find gold and gemstones and all of that.
Oh, yeah.
So they're doing this study about trying to understand the motivation to participate in mining. I don't think they really have to do a study about that.
No, it'd be a short
That's
one.
pretty evident.
How do we get it?
I'm out here. Yeah. I'm out here eating boiled chicken and grass, and you're wondering why I want to make riches. Okay, that makes sense.
I know. So I guess they're trying to, with this study, I guess they're trying to encourage or influence the government to not make it so lucrative, I guess. I'm thinking fees, taxes, and all that stuff.
Oh, okay.
So that are restrictions.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's not right neither.
So that's what's going on in Myanmar.
Okay.
And I will turn this over to Shad for local events of interest.
Well, thank you, Kathleen. All right, taking a brief look at Gold Prospector Space. There's a couple really nice events going on. Of course, don't pay attention to the Rosebud, Oregon monthly club meeting that's obviously got incorrect dates because there's no way an outing would last almost a full year in Pine Grove Community Church. But, of course, we have the February 29th, the 2020 Indiana Gold Prospector season kickoff cons party and dinner. And that's at the Boone County 4-H Fair in Indiana, starting 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. So it should be a great time there. And then, of course, they have their March outing coming in March, the 21st through the 22nd at the Morgan Monroe State Forest there. So that was one we went to last year.
It was pretty
great
fun.
time.
We may go again. When is it?
March 21st through the 22nd. So, great group of people, good food, have fun.
We found gold, too. That's always
gold.
important.
There's gold.
Oh, yeah, it's definite.
All right, so let's go over to my teleprompter, where evidently the person is lacking in the events.
Now?
You only found 2.
No, there's a whole slew of them down here.
Oh, as you were, my dear.
Maybe you should have helped.
As you were. All right, February 29th through March 1st, it's the WPMA 2020 Gold Gem and Mineral Show. This is happening in Monroe, Washington. Washington Prospectors Mining Association, also known as WPMA, is hosting its 25th anniversary Gold Gem and Mineral Show at the Evergreen State Fairgrounds at Building 600 in Monroe, Washington. The hours are 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Saturday and Sunday. Admission is $5 per person. 13 and under are free. Now, here's where it gets interesting. 1 gram of silver to the first 100 paid entries both days.
What?
1 gram. That's pretty cool.
That is cool.
I gotta say, 3 little flakes of gold worth hardly maybe a half penny, or 1 gram of silver. I'll take my silver.
I'll take the gram of silver.
I'll take the gram.
I like silver.
Pretty cool. All right, now we're going to talk a little bit about the GPAA Gold and Treasure shows that are coming very soon to maybe a neighborhood by you.
Nice.
Well, the next one is happening here on March 7th through the 8th at Phoenix, Arizona at the Arizona State Fairgrounds. You can go Saturday 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. or Sunday 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Admission is $10. Adult pre-sale tickets are on sale right now on, I guess, their website.
Right.
Or their Facebook page for a link, but it's $5 in advance. Kids 12 and under are free. Military, active duty, and veterans are free.
Good.
So, and I don't know if that extends to first responders either, but I can't remember. So that's the next one, as well as our very own Scott Swiftwater, Toney, should be giving some speaking tips at a symposium at the Arizona State Fairgrounds at the GPO.
Swiftwater Symposium?
The Swiftwater Symposium. Brought to you by Annie and Keystone Beer.
Like I said, as far as I know, Kevin's going to send me some stuff. So that's as far as I know.
I do hope people join us, especially on March 7th, that's Saturday, when the Wandering Buffalo, Shad and Kathleen, hopefully Ann Manny will be there to give support to Scott?
To show our support.
To show our support to Scott Swiftwater Toney.
Yes.
Now, you guys know this is a complete whitewash party out here, folks.
What? No. Moral
You talking about
support.
white T-shirts again?
Must be an OxyClean.
Do we have to wear a white T-shirt?
Mm-hmm.
All right, moving on now. So that's the Phoenix Gold Show. Pretty cool. Now, obviously, for you out there in California, the March 14th through the 15th is the Sacramento, California Golden Treasure Show, being held at the McClellan Conference Center on Luce Avenue, McClellan Park, California. Then in March 21st through the 22nd, the GPA is heading up to Vancouver, Washington at the Clark County Fairgrounds in Delphine Road in Ridgefield, Washington. So that's pretty cool. They're heading up there.
Yeah, that is cool.
So that's what's happening in your local events. Obviously, hey, if you know something's coming now, that winter's maybe coming to a close, be sure to post it on goprospectorspace.com and to let everyone know what's happening in your neck of the woods, or tell Kathleen and she'll tell me.
That's right. Thank you, Shad.
Back to you, Kathleen.
Or skip the middleman and just go right to Shad.
No, tell Kathleen. She types it for me.
Well, no, we do appreciate the help and suggestions. And I have to give Rob in Kansas another shout out because he sent me a couple stories again, which helped me get my brain thinking, because fun facts I just come up with on a whim, typically.
No, cool.
But this kind of prompted me to tonight's fun facts. So I'm going to start off with, a couple stories that he provided and the one that I found. So anyway, metal detecting is about metal detecting. Sometimes metal detectors receive a bad rep when it comes to archaeology. So a lot of them are accused of not ensuring the integrity of history. And I have also included those in my past segments. I don't know if any of you caught them, but there's, a lot of detectorists in England and Europe that have to turn their findings over to the crown, the government, and they can get arrested. It's illegal to metal detect and keep what you find if it's something of historical value. So tonight's fun fact centers around positive things in the metal detecting world, where we can see some benefits in working together. Okay. So thanks again, Rob in Kansas, for providing me a couple stories. And here we go. A ring misplaced in the U.S. 47 years ago was found in a forest in Finland. So let me say that again.
Say it again.
A U.S. ring was found in the forest in Finland. An American woman's high school ring was lost in Maine in 1973, and it's been found in the forest in Finland. Deborah McKenna lost the item in Portland when she was just a student at Morse High School. Of course, she forgot about the ring until a metal detectorist found it buried under 8 inches of soil in a forested part of Finland. And that was 47 years later. The ring belonged to McKenna's late husband, Sean, whom she dated through high school and college. And they were married for 40 years until he died in 2017. He had given her that ring before he left for college, and she accidentally left it somewhere in a department store, of all places. And, of course, she was really upset. about it, but forgot about it. And 47 years later, it arrived in the mail to her. So how it got into a forest in Finland, I do not know.
That is crazy.
I want to know how it got there.
Does anybody
you
know
see
how it got
You've
there?
seen those shows where one thing gets stolen from somebody and somebody else steals it from them. It's funny how things travel like that.
That would have been a cool story, though.
That's kind of weird, though, because that's kind of weird. Boy, how would they ever find out how it got there?
Yeah, so the metal detectorist, instead of keeping it, went through the trouble of actually finding her in a different country, even.
Wow,
that's amazing.
That is cool. That's a heck of a story.
I think so. Here's another one. This was last September.
Okay.
A metal detectorist uncovers a 125-year-old murder mystery after finding a cop's badge. Bob Bell, he's 72 years old. He is a former police officer himself. He decided to investigate further after finding this rusty shield in an Essex field in England. And he learned it was the exact spot where I think it's PC is that police constable?
Police constable, correct.
Police constable Charles Cook apprehended a deranged killer called Samuel Collis in 1896.
Okay.
His investigations revealed that Cook had given chase after Collis walked through the streets of Halstead with the severed head of bailiff Robert Cockrell in a bowl. Collis, he's the murderer. He went on a murderous rampage after discovering he'd been cut out of his father's will.
What was the bowl for?
I don't know, probably because he didn't want the blood getting on him, so he put it in a bowl.
Isn't that weird? Like you get cut out of a will and then you want to kill everybody? No, really?
Well, not only that, this guy that he killed was only the guy handling the estate who had to deliver the message that he did not get left the family farm.
Well, I guess he should have read it that way.
Don't shoot the messenger.
Don't kill the messenger.
Right. Yep, there you go.
Is that where the saying comes from?
Maybe.
I would think.
Yeah, that was back in the royalty days, like when the messenger showed up and said, "Sorry, King, they did not want to accept you. You're off with your head. Don't shoot the messenger." You know, they always. That was the first thing they check it out.
Crazy.
But
I would have just stopped outside the gate and passed the wall, passed the note in, and here, this is what they said.
Just pass a note, send a letter, an email. I don't know.
Hey, you go tell the king.
Just post it on Facebook and the Twitter.
Yeah.
He'll find it.
Yeah.
In 1896.
Yeah.
So anyway, the police officer had lost his badge that was on his helmet when he was struggling with this murderer. And it remained in this field for 123 years.
Oh, wow.
So Bell, he didn't really
is that
know.
Where he found him was in the field?
Yeah. It had fallen off his helmet.
Wow.
And it stayed there. And this metal detectorist found it. And he wasn't even aware of the story until he posted it on Facebook, and somebody told him about it. And then upon further research, they found that they only issued helmet badges in the area in 1875.
We don't need no stinking badges.
So that's how he knew that it was definitely Victorian. And then it was at the right place at the right time. I mean, in the middle of a field, why would you find a police badge?
Right.
That's what I'm getting at. Why would you be out in the middle of a field? You're chasing somebody in a field.
I think something more nefarious was going on.
And that's what I'm thinking, buddy. I'm totally down with what you're planning.
Nefarious.
Hey,
shut up.
It is nefarious.
That was my word I learned.
That was his word of the day in the dictionary calendar he has.
Well, I'm just telling you, it is what it is. I'm with Chad on this. There was something else going on.
Exactly.
Oh, I'm sure, but it
somebody splitting up the money, somebody doing whatever. Yeah, it was dirty, shady, whatever.
Wait, he severed He had a severed head. I don't think he was wanting to split that up.
Yeah, something.
The head? No, he already cut it off. Why would he want to split it?
He was on the run, and the police officer chased him into a field.
Well, he should have dropped the head.
That's
and
what
then
I'm
why
saying.
carry the head with the bowl? Why did he even take the head?
He was chasing the murderer to catch him.
Why is there a field next to town?
I don't know where the head ended up.
Where?
Right.
We need to research this a little more. Where'd the head go?
We need details.
No
Hey,
evidence.
Rob in Kansas, tell me where the head went.
What details?
Walking around with his head in the bowl is pretty nefarious. I guess so.
It was English. Oh wait, he's Irish, ain't he?
No, it was English.
But I mean, can you imagine the cop though looking out in the field and going, "Hey, isn't that guy I seen today walking around with a head in the bowl?" No. For some reason, he chased him out into a field. I mean, there's got to be a town that he was in. You know, chasing him out into a field.
Maybe his horse broke down, his carriage, and he got out and ran.
Dropped his bowl.
Okay. Anyway, I'm going to end on a positive note. No severed heads in this one.
I thought that was positive, though.
No severed heads in a bowl.
Okay.
In New London, Connecticut, archaeologists are working in harmony with metal detectorists to help them find artifacts. Keith Wiley. He was metal detecting in the woods of Connecticut a few years ago when he found a triangle of brass about 2.5 inches long with a small hole in the middle. He thought little of it because he just thought it was scrap. But however, when he went to the Manchuntucket Pequot Museum Research Center, he drove there with his objects because the museum, pays metal detectorists to kind of find artifacts and on some of their the Pequots. Like, is that how you say it? Pequots? It's a tribe. It's an Indian tribe.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, Pequots, whatever. They were once the wealthiest tribe in the nation. So they're featuring the tribe and what they were like at the museum. So their metal detectorists are helping these archaeologists find the stuff because, archaeologists are busy. And they said, the two archaeologists that started this said that they tried to metal detect and they just couldn't do it. Those damn pull tabs. But they probably got frustrated.
Maybe.
So anyway, it gives metal detectorists an opportunity to enhance their skills or whatever and help piece together mysteries, which I think is pretty cool in itself. And some people, that's what metal detecting is all about. Some people just want to find nuggets, and some people just want to find relics that are valuable, but it depends on what you want to do. But I thought that was a good story.
It is a good story. Yeah.
Very positive.
Good things can come out of metal detecting.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, we lost Swifty. Go figure.
Did we?
Yeah, go figure.
I thought it got quiet.
It got quiet, right? Colin Scott.
Lost who?
Swiftwater. We lost him. Yeah. Are you there, Scott?
Hello.
Stop!
I don't know what happened. I was sitting here listening to a story, and all of a sudden, poof! I looked down and it said unavailable. I'm like, unavailable? What the heck does that mean?
We lost you.
Yeah, I guess so. I couldn't hear anything. I was like, hey, I'm blacked out.
Poof, you're gone.
Poof, you are gone.
I'm just excited for next week's fun facts with Kathleen. I can't wait to hear what they are.
That'll be fun.
Oh, why do you have like a insight, Shad?
I do, but you got to pay me.
Oh, cool.
Don't spill the beans.
No,
don't steal my thunder.
Don't spill the beans.
I'm not going to steal your thunder. I'm just going to tell them what it is.
That's not the same, right, Shad?
Totally different.
It's
totally different. No, this is interesting.
Surprise.
Well, that's cool. It gives everybody something like, ooh, what's it going to be?
It actually is cool.
It's pretty cool, but I don't know that it really goes a lot with gold mining.
It's
but
cool.
It's cool.
And sever heads go with gold mining. Great, good job.
Metal detecting and treasure hunting.
They do.
Hey, I look at it this way. You know what? We talk a lot of gold. Every now and then we could do something different just to throw it off the path. That's no big deal.
Yeah, we did, and we asked you to be part of the show. Look what happened.
Oh, and there it is. The stab of the night, folks. Big blue ribbon goes to you. Oh,
he was holding back.
Thanks to the wandering Biffalos. You guys see what I put that on my Facebook? I was like, oh, check it out.
I did.
Biffalos.
Oh, I got a funny story.
Okay, let's hear it.
It has nothing to do with gold.
Okay.
So, well, it's kind of like golden color a little bit. So, as we were telling everybody, I was waiting on this bourbon for, Eagle Rare to come in, right?
Right.
Big deal, sort of.
We were off on Monday.
So I was excited because the delivery's coming on Monday. So that's perfect because anytime alcohol is being delivered to the house, somebody over 21 needs to be home to sign for it.
And the dogs don't sign.
And usually, if you're not there, that means, well, you got to be there the next day or have it sent to the FedEx store. So I was all excited. It's going to be, we're home, President's Day, we're going to Netflix and chill and drink some bourbon.
Right.
So, but Kathleen's like, it's so nice out, we should go take the dogs for a walk. I'm like, you know what? It's a great idea. But, oh, wait, the bourbon's not here yet. We can't leave the house.
Right.
We can't go anywhere.
No, God, no.
My God.
Then she's like, oh, I'm out of wine. I go, I don't care. We can't go. I can't go anywhere. I have to be here.
Right.
So, and FedEx always delivers it by 1:30. It's like clockwork, but it's like 3:30, and I'm like, oh man! I look at Kathleen. She's angry. She's mad.
Sure.
It's getting dark outside a little bit.
I wanted to go on that
She wanted to go on that walk. She's freaking out. The dogs are antsy, going nuts, and still no FedEx with no bourbon. I'm like, I'm not leaving. I'm sorry. You can hate me and yell at me later, but I'm staying here.
Right.
This is important. Well, needless to say, I hear this little rustling out front, and I'm like, oh, is that my bourbon? And I'm like, surely they would ring a doorbell so I can sign for it.
Or the dogs.
And the dogs would go nuts. Well, I see the little FedEx person running away. I'm like, well, that can't be my bourbon because I have to sign for it. What the heck? And the dogs, they just kind of look at me like, what?
Bark.
I'm like, you dogs are worthless. So we had a conversation about how bad the dogs are and protecting the house.
Right.
So then I proceeded to open the door, and lo and behold, it says fragile glass. I'm like, oh, my bourbon, great. And then I'm like, wait a minute, I'm supposed to sign for this. I stood here all day. I got yelled at by my wife, ignored by my dogs, all because I would refuse to leave the house.
Well, it makes sense.
Because of the bourbon.
Right.
And they didn't.
Now, wait a minute.
Sign it.
There's another story to this, though. That guy could have dropped your package like 3 times and then seen that word fragile and said, oh, I'm going to set it here and get the heck out of here. So I don't hear nothing.
Joke's on you. Those 2 bottles were nestled and tucked in some like custom-made styrofoam encasement. Man, you would pretty much have to shoot that box for it to get a little crack.
FedEx guy was like a ninja because the dogs did not detect him at all.
Like I said, he's like, oh, I dropped this thing. I got to get out of here before somebody looks into it.
Maybe that was it. Yeah, and that's the noise I heard, and he panicked and he ran. Well,
we were watching Beverly Hills.
Yada, yada, yada. I'm almost done with my first bottle, so that's kind of disappointing that it's happening so fast.
I just wonder why you didn't have to sign for it.
I know.
Well, there could have been another story. He knew he's probably delivered to that house. He already know you guys got 5 German.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So I will say they are becoming like ninjas.
They are like.
I heard a box the other day drop off, and I heard it. The dogs didn't even hear it. I walked to the door. It's right there on the step. I'm like, sneaky.
They're used to it. That's
dogs,
what it
meanwhile,
is.
are just looking at me like, what are you doing, man?
Like
There's nothing going on.
It's just like the time the package was on the car instead of your porch.
That was priceless.
Close enough.
That was priceless.
It is. That's what it is. They know.
They're very sneaky, man. They just like tiptoe up and then slide it on the step.
Oh yeah, and then run.
You know what? If they all know that they've got those kind of dogs, though, that would explain a lot of this stuff. Like, there could have been a female who's like, oh, hell no, I'm just putting it on the window. You could just deal with that stuff later.
Right.
See it.
You know what? Put it right here on the car.
Your package has been delivered.
You know what? David Villa just posted a great comment that evaporation sucks, meaning the bourbons. Like, I think I will contact Buffalo Trace and be like, because you ship these Eagle Rare bourbon from Kentucky to California,
right?
And then I buy it, and it gets shipped from California to Ohio. Well, my bottle is like 2/3 empty.
Yeah, it's evaporation process. It's not right. Yeah.
I don't know how that happened.
I don't know either.
I don't know. They need to make up for it, though.
But I highly recommend the bourbon.
Okay.
Eagle Rare. It is worth the money.
Yeah.
It's only $30. It's not
bad.
And oh my gosh, it tastes like an 18-year-old Scotch.
It's yummy.
Not bad at all.
It's amazing.
$30? That's it?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Trust me.
cheap.
One thing I've learned with any type of drinks from like Kathleen, she knows her red wines like nobody's business, but same goes for bourbon, whiskey, scotches. The price tag does not dictate how good it is.
True.
Just because it's some high price, long time aged piece of crap doesn't mean it's going to taste good.
Right. That's true.
So you'd be surprised.
You just never know. That's cool though. Nice. $30. Really?
See, John Hunt's had it. It's very good.
It's very reasonable. Wow. Dang. If I drink,
you know what? Bill Marsh is absolutely right. Blame Chewy.com for the dog's unawareness.
Oh.
I agree 100%.
I hate the Chewy box.
Oh, they ring the doorbell on purpose. They're like ding dong, every time.
They're putting stuff in the box.
And sometimes they deliver late at night, like it's like 8:30, 9 o'clock,
right?
And all of a sudden you hear ding dong, and the dogs go nuts.
Oh. And it's like, who's here this late?
Does it on purpose.
Oh, I know that guy laughs about it too. One of these times, I want to be there.
They're a dog person.
When he starts running away from the door, I'm going to clothesline him. I'll be like, funny, isn't it? Or just have the dogs out there behind them. There you go.
Yeah, but that's cool. Hey, at least you got your stuff. It's a shame you had to miss half of your day waiting on it, but at least
we still went on the walk.
Good. See?
Yes, we did do the walk.
There's
no way around that.
Did you go get the wine too, or no?
Oh no, I let her have some of the bourbon.
Okay, so that made up for it. Yeah, all right, it's all good.
The only way it would have been better if it was left on the hood of the car.
Oh, shut up.
That was the weirdest thing ever.
That's the most messed up thing in the world right there.
It could have been worse. I mean, could you imagine sitting there and all of a sudden you get a text and you answer it, your package is on the hood of your car. Thank you. Have a good day. What?
Mm-hmm. Well, Amazon.
Here's the thing. It was a Amazon package, which, for the most part, 98% of packages now are delivered by the Amazon people themselves.
Uh-huh.
Right.
And normally, some of them, I noticed, will take a picture showing you where it was left.
Yes.
I'm wondering, how come they didn't take a picture of it on top of the car?
That's what I was just about to say, Shad. Yep.
I would have got a laugh out of that.
That would have been cool if they'd have did that.
Delivered.
Put it on your hood, took a picture.
Know.
That's called delivered then. Once you get that picture, there it is. Your delivery is on the hood of your car. Enjoy. Right? Good enough. I wonder why they didn't. I don't know.
It is. It's one of those things that make you go,
Yeah, it is.
It is.
I like when they take a picture and send it to you. It shows where the package is. What's bad is
that way you can see where it was when it was delivered, and then you can check your camera of where it was when it was stolen.
Right. But what's really bad is when you're expecting a delivery and you get the picture and it's not your garage, and you go, wait, that's not my garage, you idiots.
Yeah, that is a good point. What happens if they misdeliver to the wrong address?
I had that happen.
Send you the picture of where they delivered it to?
Yeah, I had that happen. it said my package was delivered, and I went outside, and I'm like, it's not here. And I got on my Amazon, and it showed the picture. And I'm like, well, that's not my garage. You know? So I contacted them, and they're like, oh, well, you know, blah, 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 we're sorry. It is
suspicious.
Yeah, but they made it right. They sent me another one out, and then I think it was like 2 days later, somebody showed up at my door and said this package was left by my garage. So then I had to send the other one back to Amazon. So I was like, all right, all good. At least I got my package. I forget what it even was. I think it was like a TV mount. A wall mount.
Hey, you want to hear something funny? I just had a big old scare.
What, Manny moved?
Well, if it was Manny, he weighs a lot more. But no, I sat in here and all of a sudden I heard my step on my trailer. It goes, you know, it went bong like somebody stepped on it, and the trailer actually shook. I'm like, okay. So I went and got my gun. I'm like, nobody's supposed to be up here right now. Open the door, and there's a big old fat raccoon jumping around out in front of my door. I'm like, what are you doing, dude? This thing's like a pig. I was like, good girl. I was like, get away from me. I ain't got no food.
Well, give him some food. What? You can add to...
Did you say you had a javelina?
That wasn't a javelina. That was a big fat raccoon.
Give him some food.
No, are you crazy? I don't want him hanging around here.
Oh, yeah, you want him hanging around. Then you, Manny, and the raccoon can do a show like BJ and the Bear.
Oh, yeah.
It could be Swiftwater and the raccoon.
Open, dude, I don't want him around here.
Oh, no, feed him. Feed him something. Give him some donuts or something.
My God, Tim, never move to the desert.
Make him your friend. Make him your friend. And then...
Yep, you'll die in a month.
No, make videos with the raccoon.
Yeah, no.
And Manny. I think that sounds even better. Everybody said it's Manny's pet. See, it's Manny's pet was just coming home. He wants some food. Feed him.
Hey. Raccoons are not.
Manny said that's a cat.
Raccoons are
not a raccoon.
Right, it's a cat.
Yeah, the raccoons are feed-off animals, man. They are already. They like, oh yeah, I'm all nice, but man, you get close, they're on you. No, I don't trust them.
Give him some cat food. If it's a cat, he'll eat it. If he eats cat food, it's a cat. Give it to him. Let's see. If Manny said
Tim,
it's
you know
a cat.
What? I don't have a dog or a cat. There's for a reason.
You do now.
You
do now.
Yeah, I do good to feed myself. Well, Manny, he don't eat nothing.
Well, throw some scraps out there. Poor raccoon, he's starving. Yeah.
You know what? He can starve on down the road.
You need to be friends with him. You need to be friends with him. Be like Dr. Doolittle of the desert and feed those animals. Okay?
No.
Yes.
You do. The coons come. Look, this is how it works. The coons come. After the coons come, the minor cats and the skunks show up at the same time. I've got this stuff. I've got it documented on camera. They'll show up at the same time, and I'm not talking like no little skunks. These things are big as the raccoons.
I need a video from you, Scott,
healthy out here.
Yeah, I did.
Dude, you know what? I'll tell you what.
We want to see the video
you'll be out here. Why don't you
documentation.
put some food out in front of your cabin?
Video documentation.
Right. We'll set up the cameras. We'll bring some food, set it up right outside of you when you're sleeping, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny. Yeah, no, don't do
that.
Thank
you, Shad. Now, Jaron said just put Manny outside. He'd be like a good scarecrow.
That's a great idea.
It is a good idea.
As bright as... Yeah, but he doesn't move.
Just set him out there in a chair with a flashlight.
Don't lie, Swifty. Manny sleeps with you, doesn't he? Keeps you company.
It's his cuddle buddy.
Yeah, I don't think so. I was waiting for you guys to get around to that, and I knew it was going to come sometime.
Oh, well, it's okay. It probably gets cold out there at night.
Yeah, really? So hugging up to a piece of wood is going to be nice and warm, eh?
Once you get that plastic warmed up, it probably retains heat pretty well.
All you got to do is rub it really fast. It'll warm up.
It is funny because I got some kids that play over here beside my trailer. The neighbor's got a daughter, and they play out here. And I put down the back door, and Manny's sitting right there, and they kind of look like, who the hell is that? And then they're like, oh my gosh! And she goes, that thing's so freaky because they don't know who it is.
He's not freaky. He's cool.
You're the creepy guy down the street.
Oh, you so are the creepy guy. If he comes out, kids, you come inside. Get away.
Yep, that's what it is.
I hear you.
Hear that, neighbor? Yeah, if he comes out, you kids get in the house right away.
Oh, right. You guys are funny. No, usually I tend to shy away from kids because, well, I was one, and I don't like to deal with me. So,
yeah.
But these girls are pretty funny. They're down to earth, and they just like to have fun out here. They got a big giant dollhouse.
I bet you they'd help you with, like with Manny videos, with like help staging them and stuff like that. If you need helpers, they'd probably help. They probably think it would be fun.
Look, you Tim Grimes. I know you're dying to see a Manny video.
It's not just me.
It's
not me. It's everybody out there.
Well, I mean, not just you, just like everybody out there too. Just give me time. Like I said, I haven't did anything worth putting on video.
But you got that brand new GoPro 8 camera, all fancy.
I know, it's driving me nuts.
I know.
Still trying to figure out how to use it.
See? Just make it happen, please, for all of us.
I know.
All right, cool.
Hey, I want to let you know real quick before we end the show that Rich, and just had somebody message me through Gold Pass Prospector Space, Nate, who's from the U.S. Minor Outlying Islands, which is pretty cool. One, he was saying to check out a prototype that of Grandpa Gold, I guess. It's a DIY Seuss. He wants you to let you know about it, so check it out on his page. Okay. But he also wanted to say, just to make sure you're awake, though, because he also listened to the episode where you were snoring the other day.
I was hoping that we had that happen again tonight, but
So there you go, Rich. People are listening to it.
They're listening, Rich. They are listening.
So thank you, Nate, for reaching out. And
he actually sent me a friend request too.
I got a friend request too.
Yep, he joined. He's a new joiner too, so we might as well highlight him just for fun.
There you go.
February 16th, 2020.
Okay.
And you know who welcomed us to the site? It was Tim G, the creator.
Oh, cool.
Right.
So he prospects for gold, doesn't belong to any clubs. He uses a circular sluice, an inline sluice, and dredge. So it's pretty cool. He's got some pictures he's posted. But welcome to Gold Prospector Space, and thanks for joining us tonight.
No doubt.
Circular.
Yeah, welcome aboard.
Yeah, definitely welcome. Check out that circular sluice thing, Rick. I can't even talk. Man. It's Scott's fault. Yeah, but yeah, definitely.
No, ain't that circular thing? That's the old China deal that they got. They still use kind of over there, right? The circular sluice thing.
One, is it? Is it that one still that we was talking about that one night?
No, I don't believe.
I don't think so. No, it's not, Scott.
Where'd you find this stuff at, Shad? He sent it to you.
No, it's if you go to his profile page.
Oh, okay.
There's a picture of the circular sluice there.
Yeah, I'm on the link. I'm looking at it now. Yeah.
Oh, he's got a backpack dredge too.
Yep, 2.5 inch.
Way to go. Oh, okay, that's pretty cool.
And then he's got a little small high banker cleanup sluice.
The cleanup sluice.
Interesting.
Very cool.
Yeah, that is cool. Nice. Awesome. Well, thank you, Nate. And, I guess on that note, we'll go ahead and wrap it up.
Hey, wait a minute.
Oh, what?
There happens to be still 25 fabulous people in the chat room tonight. Yeah. Let's do a bucket giveaway. Roll that beautiful bean wheel.
All right.
Okay.
Kathleen's going to get a name, and if your name is called, you have 1 minute, 30 seconds to answer in the chat room that you are here. It's that simple. So, Kathleen, whenever you are ready, I am ready. So,
hey, for Dennis, let's just play Benny Hill.
Oh, wait a minute. No, I'm not ready for that. So, okay.
Oh, because usually I'd go with Jeopardy, but you might go with Benny Hill.
I am ready with some Benny Hill, and
all right.
The name is Members Online 20. I'm just kidding.
Members Online 25.
That actually is in the number one spot for some reason. I don't know. Okay, the winner is Panning. Prunkle?
Panning Prunkle.
Panning Prunkle. Panning Prunkle. 1 minute, 30 seconds.
All right, that's a new name.
Yeah, it is a new name. Panning Prunkle. That's a kind of a cool name. Panning Prunkle.
He may be new and doesn't know what to do, so what does he need to do?
Just say you're here in the chat room.
Period. Blank space, anything in the chat room.
Type in the chat room you're here.
Suck it, Scott. Anything you want, you could type in there. And we'll know that you're here. That's simple. Panning Prunkle. Panning Prunkle. And
hey, it could be. Remember that time I lost the gold hog thing because I wasn't listening because I was talking to everybody else? Oh, man.
Oh, yeah. I remember that well. 42 seconds left. Panning Prunkle. Come on.
Razor.
34 seconds remain.
Just type anything.
Anything.
Even a blank space will
work. Yeah, just hit enter.
You could be losing.
I saw him talking earlier.
21 seconds. 19 seconds. Panning Prunkle.
Panning Trunkle?
Panning Prunkle.
Panning Prunkle?
10 seconds. Panning Prunkle. Panning Prunkle.
Oh, you're going to miss it, Panning Prunkle.
Oh, time is up.
Oh, man.
Wah, wah, wah.
What a time to go to the bathroom.
I know. Oh, there he is. I say it was in at the wire. Don't you guys?
I'm going to give it to him.
I say give it to him, yeah. I say it was at the wire. Go for it. Just go for it. Give it to him. You know
what? Yeah, it was the delay.
It was a little bit of delay. And the timer had just went off, and I shut it off when he said I am here. So,
well, I'm going to have to say that my internet sucks, and you guys know that. That's why I'm on the phone. But when I type stuff into the room, it does take a little bit for it to come up. So
yeah, it's
all right.
No, I had just turned the timer off. I just gave the timer off, so it's good. Panning Prunkle.
Wait, did I make it?
Panning Prunkle, you made it. So now the fun part begins. Rich is going to send you a side chat to get your mailing info.
And you better give me your address quick, because if you leave the site,
yeah, we won't have it. Mm-hmm. So Panning Prunkle.
And can you believe who won last Sunday's giveaway?
Yeah,
I can't believe
Thomas won last week.
I know, right? That guy's got to get a lottery ticket.
It's been a long time since Thomas won. Now, what did Panning Prunkle win, Scott?
Actually, it's going to be a bucket it's going to be gyms and stuff like that from Arizona and different other places too. So I really suggest you look through it very, very carefully. And this was actually donated by Jack Schaefer of Black Canyon Campground right up here in Black Canyon City.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually a place where I stay, but he's nice enough to donate these buckets out, and I'm nice enough to ship them out to our people. And like I said, I hope you like them, because there's some stuff that, like, when I'm dumping them in the box to send them to you, I can actually, I see things in my eyes. I'm like, man, are you serious? But I just dump them in, zip them up, and keep wrapping them up, because I know there's some cool stuff in there.
So it's some cool gemstone bucket from
So just remember, you're getting a box full of gems that Scott Swiftwater has handled.
Nice. And Panning Prunkle said he will post some pictures. Please do.
Oh, no, you guys give me his address, or he ain't getting
nothing. Oh, yeah, we still haven't got your address.
Yeah, you got to send your address and stuff to Rich here, Panning
so
Prunkle.
We can end the show.
But this stuff, like I said, you will, when you take it out of the box, you'll know I haven't messed with it. It's dusty, it's dirty, it's desert stuff. No, I'm not doing it.
All right.
Well, but I know what I've seen. It's awesome.
Okay. Well, cool. As soon as we get Panning Prunkle's mailing info, look on the left-hand side, Panning Prunkle, by the chat room, and you'll see a little box, and it'll show Rich's name. It'll be up by the top, underneath where it says little main room thing. Click that. Get us your address. Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
He says to who?
Richard Cooley.
Rich Cooley.
Yeah, you're going to, like I said, you'll see his name on the left-hand side underneath the main room.
I'm side
chatting his name. That's the person. Yeah,
Rich is side
chat.
chatting you right now.
Good go.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
All right.
There he is. Now, type your name and address.
Right. Now, name and address and real name, not Panning Prunkle. Give him your real.
Hey, as long as you give me the address, we're good to go.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess it wouldn't matter. Right?
City.
Yeah, this is true. And that should do it. And once Rich gets that, we'll go ahead and wrap it up and say goodnight to everybody. We want to thank you all for joining us again tonight. And we'll be back here Sunday at our usual time, 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. We will be here. And
wait.
Good night, Gold
There's one more.
Diggers.
I got one more thing.
What?
I almost forgot.
We said good night.
Black Canyon Mining and Mineral Museum. That I put the address on my Facebook and stuff like that. I think I posted it on Go Prospector Space, but I'm not for sure yet. But anyway, they're accepting the donations and everything, and they're going to start playing our show in there during the days. So that's really, on a loop or whatever.
Oh, yeah. That's cool.
So that's really cool. I just kind of wanted to say that out there. They had that idea, and
thank you.
she got to go ahead.
Yeah, that is awesome. So, pretty cool. Wow.
I hope they don't play that one episode.
We hope they don't play the explicit content.
I'm not telling
ones.
you which one it is. You'll have to go back and listen to all thousands of them.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, we've got enough episodes. It'd be a good loop. Like when people come in, you're only in there about 20 minutes, so it's not that big of a deal.
It'd be hard to catch all that stuff. Right, you're right. That's cool though. And we appreciate it. Very, very cool. Tell them we said thank you in case they're not listening.
I will. But, hey, other than that, stay classy, Gold Diggers.
Rich, you got that?
I'm working on trying to type it up because it won't let me copy the daggone thing.
Oh, don't you hate when it does that?
I hate it when it does that.
Me too. All right. Well, we got it. Everything's good. Congratulations, Panning Prunkle. Scott, thanks for the giveaway. And Jack at Black Canyon Campground, thank you very much.
Yeah, buddy.
Thank you all for listening. We'll see you Sunday. Have a great week. We're out of here. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Bye. Sure
Good
tune in
night,
next Sunday at 7:30 for another great show. For updates and more info, please go to www.prospectorsradio.com.